Hello, folks, and welcome to the COVER1 Halftime Show. I'm your host, Matt Tremblay, taking you all around the Concho Valley and get you caught up on all the games during halftime. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the game at San Angelo Stadium. It's homecoming. San Angelo Central Bobcats taking on Abilene Cooper. Also, the rivalry that is Jim Ned versus Wall. We'll take a look into that, all that, and more. Plus, we'll take a look at all the scores around the state of Texas on the Texas Bank Scoreboard. Everything you're going to find out, we're going to get to right in a second. But first, here's a quick message from Jim Bass Ford.
Save big on our great selection of trucks during our demo sale at Jim Bass Ford. Like the Ford F-150, with an available 360-degree camera package that helps you spot obstacles. And with Sync 4 technology, designed to listen and respond. And we're here to keep your F-150 at peak performance with expert service after the sale. It's time to drive a Ford F-150 XLT and get $11,000 in total savings. For this great offer, visit Jim Bass Ford today.
All right, now let's get into what everybody's been talking about this week, and that's Central's homecoming against Abilene Cooper. We saw an overtime matchup last year, and folks, we may be seeing one again, 27-24 score at halftime. Let's get right into some of those highlights. Of course, this is homecoming, so we got to show some of the theatrics. A nice handshake here. All right, let's get right into it. 3rd and 17 right here for Cooper. Can Central get off the field? Unfortunately not. Big run right there to start the game. But some good defense right here. There's always some positives with the Bobcats right there. Look at that, thrown into double coverage. Almost intercepted, but then Cooper would get on the board. Just a handoff here to his right. Goes up the gut. Touchdown, 7-0, 7:44 left in the first quarter. All right, now Bobcats on the move. Just a quick pass out there, makes one miss, and we keep rolling. Getting in the red zone right here, quarterback keeper makes one miss, gets all the way to about the 15-yard line. This is going to be a perfect chance to hand it off to Robinson and get him in the end zone. Breaks one tackle and has to fight off the rest of the team, but man, he's in there. 7-7 with 1:19 left in the first quarter. Bobcats tie it up. And this is when the Central defense really stepped up. Abilene Cooper looking to throw it deep here, but interception by the Bobcats, and he's going to take it pretty far down there, past the 30 and about to the 20, maybe 19-yard line. This is going to set up another touchdown by Robinson, except this one is just going to be a 4-yard run. Of course, we're going to send one in motion, hand it off here, and down the gut. Touchdown. Going to make it 14-7 with 9:30 left in the second quarter. Next play would be a 75-yard touchdown from Cooper to make it 14-13. Central did block the point after. Let's see let's see how it goes now that we're back on offense for Central. Just a keeper right here for English, going to take it 58 yards. That's right, 58 yards for the quarterback run, taking it all the way to about the 15-yard line. Keeping it going here, touchdown pass from English to Brawley at 10 yards on a design screen. Bobcats lead 21-13, 7:44 left in the second quarter. Cooper would end up scoring another touchdown at around the 5-minute mark. It would put them up 21-20. Central would still leave 5 minutes and 9 seconds left. Next time Cooper had the ball, just a hand up right up the gut, 27-21, second quarter. Bobcats fumbled the kickoff, then Cooper converted 4th down on their way to that touchdown. But there's a few seconds left here. Next time Central has the football, make some plays with your leg, big fella. That's what we're going to have to do if Central wants to succeed. There's under 2 minutes left right here, so we're rolling fast. Throwing one up. Get to the sidelines, get past the 50-yard line, and they would end up moving this drive all the way into about the 25-yard line. One last shot here. Are they going to be able to get it in? Gets it to his man, lands at about the 2-yard line, but only seconds left in the ball game. They're going to have to call a timeout, get the field goal unit out there, kick us up 27-24. Abilene Cooper is leading at halftime. Let's go down to Ryan Chaddock, who's down on the field. Chaddock, explain this thing to me.
This is Ryan Chaddock with San Angelo Live, and it's halftime here at San Angelo Stadium on homecoming night, where the Bobcats trail Abilene Cooper 27-24. The Bobcats had come out and they've been pretty much unstoppable on offense all night. Besides one little hiccup there in the second quarter where the Cats fumbled on a kickoff return, they've really played a perfect game. The defense has created a takeaway, and they've almost gotten several stops. In the second half, the Bobcats are going to have to do just a bit better on defense. They're going to have to force the Cougars to punt. I think Abilene Cooper is 4 for 4 on fourth down conversions right now. But other than that, the Cougars have no answer for Central's offense. So if Central doesn't turn the ball over, they're going to score more points. So in the second half, defense needs to step up. Offense needs to keep doing what they're doing. We'll see you after the game, and be sure to catch our post-game show airing just after 10 o'clock when all these games are over. All right, Matt, back to you.
Of course, before we move on, I want to let you guys know that our coverage of the San Angelo Central Bobcats is brought to you by Angelo Bolt at 808 Warehouse Road. Opened in 1994, Angelo Bolt Industrial Supply has served the Concho Valley for 29 years and counting. Angelo Bolt is the go-to place for fasteners, power tools, air compressors, safety equipment, and everything in between. Chances are Angelo Bolt will always have what you need when you need it, and in the rare chance they don't have that odd fastener or special part you're looking for, they'll find it fast. No request is too big or too small at Angelo Bolt at 808 Warehouse Road, where customer service is their top priority. Thank you, Angelo Bolt, for bringing us Chadwick and the crew at the Central Bobcat game tonight. And now let's get into some Brady football. All right, let's get into some Brady Bulldog highlights. They're going to be taking on Coleman tonight. Start off, Coleman has the football, but a fumble and a fumble recovery by Ashton Taylor. Bulldogs get the turnover to start the game. Big run here by Torres from Coleman. It's going to set up right here for a touchdown. That's with about 1 minute and 42 seconds left in the ball game. Going to take it all the way to the outside and going to score there. 2-point conversion here. It is going to be good. Like I said, 8-0, minute 42 left in the first. Brady going to the other side of the ball, just right here, throwing the football, nearly intercepted, and then on the next play had a beautiful touchdown, but called back by holding. Let's check that thing out. Right there, taking it up the sidelines would have made this thing a tie ball game, but instead a holding, going to call it back. End of the first quarter ends with 1-0. Right here is just a good stop on third down for the Cats. All right, moving into the second quarter. All right, going to start the second quarter here, and just a quick little throw by Brady looks to be solid, but picked off. Jacoby's picked off by Salas on that one. Doesn't get it exactly into the end zone. Of course, right here, Zeke Jones making a big play right there by the offensive star, making some defensive play that's like we want to see. But, of course, next play, just a Bolden short touchdown. And then the extra point. Actually, DeMarcus Reed gets the stuff right here. 14-0, Coleman, 7:43 left in the half. Right here, Brady fumbles Coleman fumbles and Brady recovers it, and this is going to set them up for an ADR touchdown. Extra point is no good, 14-6. Coleman trails at half. Next time, Coleman has the football and another interception. This time, Brady comes up with the football and going to take it pretty far down there. DeMarcus Reed going to come up with a tackle for loss for Coleman and a fumble, but that's going to be taken over by Coleman. Going to end the half 14-6. This game is crazy. Turnover after turnover, as you saw. There we have a Cover1 analyst, James Bellini, down at the field, so he's going to tell you exactly what's going on. James, make some sense out of this for us.
Hey everybody, James Bellini here in Brady. Thanks to Destination Ford. It's a tight one at Bulldog Stadium, 14-6. Coleman starting off the game. Coleman coughed the ball up to Brady. Brady recovered the fumble. But Coleman did get the ball back. They did score. They were threatening to score again. Zeke Jones made a big stop on fourth down. They've had a couple interceptions on both sides. They've had a couple fumbles on both sides. Big defensive game here in Brady, though. Coming out in the second half, that quarterback for Brady, Sean Jacoby, calm down a little bit, control the ball, be careful with the ball, and use Zeke Jones and Adir to your advantage.
It's the F-150s, all the brand new F-150s we have in stock. 23 models have $2,000 rebates and 1.9% financing for 36 months and up to 5.9 for up to 72 months with approved credit. So, and if you mention this ad, that you saw this ad on San Angelo Live, get another $1,000 off any F-150 that you purchase. So that's a great deal right now with the interest rates the way they are, Matt.
And of course, Mark, what makes these F-150s so cool?
We've got a bunch of 4x4s. We do have everything from a King Ranch down to an STX. So we've got a great selection, over 20 of them in stock right now.
And before I let you go, let me hear a good one from you. Let's go Bulldogs.
Go Brady Bulldogs.
Let's get into the game that everybody's been talking about. That's the Wall Hawks versus the Jim Ned Indians. And here come the Hawks. That's right. Going to be a good one down there. It is in Tuscola, so expect a heated matchup between the Wall Hawks and the Jim Ned Indians. Let's get into some film, why don't we? Jim Ned was able to get on the board first, just a handoff right up the gut, and touchdown Indians. They were actually able to score twice before Wall was able to get the ball, just on another short handoff right up the gut. But don't worry, Hawk fans, we ended out the half with a interception and going to take this one into the house, 14-0. There's still plenty of time there in Tuscola, so stay tuned for the post-game show for more on this game. And, of course, before we move on, I want to let you guys know that the Wall Hawks are sponsored by Intertell. Intertell is a proud sponsor of this COVER1 football show. Intertell has been providing cutting-edge but proven technology for homes and businesses in the Concho Valley. Just like the game of football, a good defense is important to winning. Need a security system or cameras? Get a free quote today by visiting Intertell.com or by calling 325-658-8375. Now, let's move on to the Miles Bulldogs. All right, now let's get into another game that everyone's been looking forward to. That's the Miles Bulldogs versus the Water Valley Wildcats. It's a good one out there. Ernesto Rodriguez is down on the field, going to give you everything. Before we get to him, I want to let you know that he has a little misstep on the first. It was not a down on the 1 yard line. Instead, Water Valley started this game with a safety up 2-0. So with that, here is Ernesto Rodriguez.
1st and 10 for Miles here. They are backed up inside the 1 yard line after a goal line stand, and his running back gets out of the end zone, and it's still at the 1. Wildcats up 2-0 right now here in the second quarter with 10:52 to go. It's now 3rd down. Pitches it to the right. Left side barely gets it, but he stays on his feet, contains control. Nobody's going to bring him down. He has nothing but end zone. Touchdown Water Valley. 1st and 10 for Miles here at the 29 yard line.
24 yard line, 23 yard line.
Corrections on the 22 yard line. And with 3 receivers to the right, quarterback looks at that side, has a receiver, and he gets it. It is a touchdown. It's 4th and 8 here for Water Valley. They're still up 10-6 in the second quarter. Have it at the 22 yard line. He gets off the punt. High kick. And he touched by Miles and recovers. It's now Water Valley ball. Water Valley's doing a good job chewing the clock right now with 3:55 to go. 3rd and goal from the 3 yard line for Water Valley. Currently up 10-6, trying to add more to this lead if they can before the half. So the quarterback takes the snap, takes it himself, and he does cross the plane. That is a touchdown. Should be 16-6 Water Valley.
Ew, that's so gross.
Right now, get 15% off carpet cleaning from Carpet Tech.
All right, let's get into some El Dorado Sonora Bronco action. The Broncos do exactly what they do, and they run the ball. And Edgar DeLuna right here, our Carpet Tech Player of the Week, gets one in to start the football game. And then, just another walk in there, Sonora takes an early lead. Moving on into the second quarter, we really see what this Sonora offense does. Takes a snap and throws it out to his man, and he just goes all the way, gets tackled at about the 30-yard line, and just going to set this up for another touchdown for Sonora. They were unable to get the 2 points right here, so no good, but there's still plenty of time in the half at this one, and just a touchdown right there, making it 18-13 at the half. But let's see this last-minute drive here by the Eagles. Are they going to be able to get it in? Good pass there. Just going to keep it moving. A long ball here, almost catches it just off his hands, going to go out of bounds, and in the half, tight game down there in El Dorado for the Battle of Highway 277 as Sonora leads this one 22-13. And before we get into some scores, Hartman Roofing is a proud sponsor of Cover1 football. If you want to stay in the game, don't get beat over the top. At Hartman Roofing, the proof is in the roof. From residential houses to commercial buildings, Hartman Roofing is the roofer you can trust to do it right the first time. All right, now we're going to get into some scores. Also, remember that our scoreboard this year is brought to you by Texas Bank. The Cover1 scoreboard is always brought to you by Texas Bank. Locally owned and governed, Texas Bank is a proud sponsor of Cover1 Athletics. Just like the guys on the field, Texas Bank wants to show you what it means to be a team. From checking to savings to personal loans to commercial loans, Texas Bank is here for San Angeloans with 3 convenient locations. So when thinking of where to bank, use the local guys at Texas Bank. All right, guys, let's get into some scores. All right, first on our scoreboard, Midland Greenwood losing to Andrews right now, 41-28 third quarter score. Monahans and Big Spring, 38-14 Monahans. Moran and Aspermont, 28-0 at halftime, Aspermont. Blackwell Highland, 60-16 Highland. El Dorado Sonora, 32-13. Sonora's up. Cristobal, Colorado City, 8-6 right now. Good ball game, fourth quarter score there. Very Best in Bront, 32-24. Still a ball game out there in Very Best, but the Falcons lead 7-0 Odessa Compass over Ira Ann. Erie County 48-6 against Roby. Johnson City leads San Saba 42-20. Hico and Cross Plains 28-7 Hico. Stanford and Ballinger 20-0 Stanford. Crane 28 to Reagan County 20. The Owls are up in that one at halftime. Keller, Odessa High, 16-14 Keller. Junction to Hainis, 32-7 Junction. Bangs and Grape Creek, 28-6. The Eagles are down. Midland and Amarillo High. Midland High's up 19-7. Forsan and Stanton, 12-7 Forsan. Winners TLCA San Angelo, 28-13. TLCA's up. Abilene Cooper, San Angelo Central, 31-27 score right now. Alpine and Wink, 18-6. Wink. Ingram Moore Harper, 14-7. Ingram Moore. Robert Lee and Baird, 32-18. Robert Lee. Brownwood and Burnett, 10-7. Burnett. McCamey and Rock Springs, 30-23. Rock Springs. Stockdale versus Falls City, 14-9 Stockdale. Odessa Permian, 29. Amarillo Tascosa, 6. Ozona and Mason, good game there, 14-7. Mason's up. Early in Comanche, 29-0 Comanche. Sterling City is up big against TLCA Abilene, 45-0. Lubbock Estacado beat Amarillo Paladuro, 48-14. Halftime Rising Star, 26-16 Rising Star. Another game last night, Friendship Lubbock Monterey, 54-52 Friendship. Eden and Blanket, 22-20 Blanket. Water Valley and Miles, 18-6 score. Halftime, Lorraine and Klondike, 72-22 Klondike. Brady and Coleman, 14-6. Coleman leads at half. Midland Legacy up against Abilene High, 21-10. Crosby Hamlin tied at 16. Gymnet up big against Wall, 14-0. Still time for the Hawks there, and Vernon's beating Lakeview, 35-0. Albany and Seymour, 27. Albany, Harold and Trent, zeros there. Lakey Menard, 34-22 Menard. Clarendon Roscoe, 16-6 Clarendon. Panther Creek and Pretty is 0 score there. 58-12 the score of Paint Reek and Gustine. Hatch Valley and Anthony are zeros. Still no score there. Rising Star Sydney, 45-34 Sydney. These are the scores brought to you by the Texas Bank. And, of course, our scoreboard is always brought to you by Texas Bank. But another sponsor of this show is the Pit Barbecue. Skip out on all the snacks and eats like pizza and hamburgers at the stands and go get you some real barbecue down at the Pit Barbecue at 2330 Sherwood Way. Tonight, the COVER1 crew ate some chopped brisket sandwiches that were to die for. Go get you one today, 2330 Sherwood Way at the Pit Barbecue. All right, guys, don't forget to come back to our post-game show where we're going to have interviews from all of our coaches. And we'll even have another COVER1 analyst, Ryan Chaddock, here in the building to see what his take was after tonight's homecoming game. For everybody here at COVER1, I'm Matt Trammell. We will see you guys.